Cavemen. A detailed overview. Who were cavemen? The term cavemen refers to prehistoric humans who lived during the Paleolithic era, Old Stone Age, which began around 2.5 million years ago and ended about 10,000 years ago. They are called cavemen because many of their remains and artifacts have been found in caves, although they did not exclusively live in caves. They were early human species, including Homo habilis, about 2.4 to 1.4 million years ago, Homo erectus, 1.9 million to 110,000 years ago, Neanderthals, Homo neanderthalensis, 400,000 to 40,000 years ago, Cro-Magnons, early modern Homo sapiens in Europe, from around 40,000 years ago. Eventually, our own species, Homo sapiens, emerged and became dominant. Physical appearance and evolution. Cavemen looked different depending on the species and the time period. Neanderthals were stocky, strong, with prominent brow ridges, large noses, and muscular bodies adapted for cold climates. Cro-Magnons looked much more like modern humans, taller, leaner, with round skulls and less pronounced facial features. Earlier humans like Homo habilis were shorter and had smaller brains than modern humans. Over millions of years, humans evolved both physically and mentally, with increasing brain size, better tools, and more complex social behavior. Where and when they lived, cavemen lived in Africa, Europe, and Asia. Homo habilis originated in Africa. Homo erectus spread from Africa into Asia. Neanderthals lived mostly in Europe and Western Asia. Cro-Magnons were early Homo sapiens in Europe. They lived in caves, huts, and temporary shelters made of wood, animal hides, and bones, especially when caves were not available. Lifestyle and survival. 1. Diet and food. They were hunter-gatherers. Men typically hunted animals like mammoths, deer, bison, and birds using spears and other tools. Women and children gathered fruits, nuts, berries, seeds, roots, and edible plants. They ate raw food in earlier periods, but learned to use fire for cooking around 1 to 1.5 million years ago. Bone and tool evidence shows they also fished and scavenged from other predators. 2. Tools and technology. Early tools were made of stone, such as hand axes and scrapers. Over time, tools became more sophisticated, including knives, needles, harpoons, and bows. They used animal bones, antlers, and wood to make tools and weapons. 3. Fire. Fire was a key discovery, used for warmth, protection, cooking, and gathering. Evidence suggests Homo erectus was among the first to control fire. 4. Clothing. Cavemen wore clothes made from animal skins, using needles made of bone to sew them. Clothing helped them survive in harsh Ice Age climates. Shelter and social life. While caves offered natural shelter, they also built simple structures from wood, stones, and hides. They lived in small groups or clans, often of 20-50 individuals. Life was highly communal, with sharing of food and responsibilities. They likely had language-like communication, though the exact nature is unknown. Culture and beliefs. Evidence of burial rituals suggests they had a sense of life and death, and possibly beliefs in the afterlife. They made art, including cave paintings, e.g. in Lascaux, France, carvings and sculptures, e.g. the Venus figurines. Music might have existed. Archaeologists found flutes made of bone. Evolution and legacy. Cavemen, over time, evolved into modern humans. Neanderthals disappeared around 40,000 years ago, possibly due to competition with Homo sapiens, climate change, or interbreeding. Modern humans spread across the globe, developing agriculture, permanent settlements, and eventually civilization. Today, DNA evidence shows that many modern humans carry a small percentage of Neanderthal DNA, proving that there was some interbreeding between species. In summary, cavemen were early humans who lived in the Stone Age, mostly Paleolithic era, hunted, gathered, and used stone tools, evolved physically and mentally over time, lived in caves and primitive shelters, created early art and possibly music, discovered and used fire, had early social structures and rituals. Their journey of survival and adaptation laid the foundation for modern human life as we know it today.